The Summit Avenue Regional Trail Plan is part of an overarching effort to create a trail network for bicyclists in St. Paul. Page 6 of the plan envisions a citywide regional trail, creating connections between the Mississippi Gorge Regional Park to the Sam H. Morgan Regional Trail. The map shows the trails that currently exist in the area. Page 8 of the plan reminds us that the Met Council wants a backbone to local trail networks with a regional trail functioning much like a regional highway. Page 8 of the regional plan states, designing a regional trail facility that meets the needs of the interested but concerned bicycle users increases the potential that more people choose to bike for transportation and recreation. And so the plan is to build a bike trail that networks with existing trails and serves more than the serious cyclist. To do this, the planners want a raised bike trail separated from the road on Summit Avenue. Everyone likes a bike trail when it's separated from the road. It's relaxing when you aren't afraid of being nicked or worse by a vehicle. It feels safer. But is a separate trail really safer on Summit Avenue? 150 driveways create crossing conflicts. 46 cross streets, one every eighth of a mile, create turn conflicts. Frequent stops every half mile require vigilance on the part of the bicyclist. There are 8 dangerous crossings with major streets. On streets with frequent intersections, separate paths only make cycling less safe. Can you see the cyclist in this photo? Studies show that these types of conflicts create a less safe situation than the type of bike lane that Summit Avenue already has. Is Summit Avenue the best way to connect existing trails and create a biking highway? In fact, Summit Avenue is a straight line from the river to the Capitol building that does not provide biking access to adjacent neighborhoods. Summit Avenue does not provide a direct connection to the River Gorge Trail. You have to go south and take the bridge at Ford Parkway. In the 90% plan, Segment G is the part of the trail that connects Summit Avenue to the Sam Morgan Trail. It's difficult to find much information on Segment G. Page 134 of the 90% plan shows a high-level overview of Segment G. Here we see on page 191 that Segment F peters out somewhere after the cathedral. Where is the beginning of Segment G? Although the beginning of Segment G is unclear, at some point it follows Eagle Parkway and crosses Shepherd to join the Sam Morgan Trail. Crossing Shepherd at Eagle Parkway is tough on a bike or as a pedestrian. Eagle Parkway has a really steep hill. The 90% plan puts in a two-way trail on this hill. Hills mean fast downhill traffic and slow uphill traffic. This will be especially dangerous as those fast downhill bikes put pedestrians who share the trail at high risk. At the top is the Excel Center. This is a really dangerous intersection that we think most cyclists, even experienced cyclists, would prefer to avoid. There are a lot of problems with Segment G. Heavy downtown traffic, the crossing at West 7th, also known as Minnesota Highway 5, several stoplights and several parking ramp entrances, etc. In summary, there are a lot of disadvantages to the trail plan: safety and poor connectivity. Is there a better way? You bet. Existing trails can be connected by continuing the Rails with Trails model used by the Minneapolis Greenway Trail. Extend it over the Short Line Bridge. Then connect to the Orphan Trail along Ide Mill Parkway. There is a 120-foot swath of nothing along the rails to build a separate bike trail with very few intersections to cross, much safer. We would now have a trail giving access to more neighborhoods that are not currently well served for bicycling. The Grace Trail begins near where the Sam Morgan Trail ends, crossing Shepherd at Randolph. Then, by following Duke to Colburn to Grace, this trail has a low grade along low-traffic local streets. We think the Grace Trail is an amazing opportunity to grow the biking network in a safer way. This is the route for the Grace Trail. It's low grade, that means no steep hills. This route is along low-traffic local streets. Grace Street is located along a protected corridor by the railroad lines in 35E. That means there are very few intersections and crossings. There are very few stops, a feature that makes cycling more pleasant and faster and hard to find in the city. There are already a couple stretches built, the extensions of the existing Little Bohemia Trail. There's plenty of room to construct a raised trail up off the road. As you can see from street view images, there's low parking utilization, with almost no turning and crossing vehicles. At Victoria, there are two options to connect to Ide Mill Trail, along Jefferson, which is an existing bike route, or by traveling under 35E via this existing underpass. There's a wide expanse of open land, a park-like area with trees between the railroad and 35E that is raised above 35E with trees and vegetation as a buffer. Ide Mill Creek runs through here in a culvert. There's an opportunity to create a new park space that could connect with the existing Ide Mill Trail. The west leg of this bicycle network is the Short Line Railroad Spur. There's only one active rail line where there used to be three, leaving plenty of space for a trail conversion.